everybody, Electric Playground here, aka Max, and this is my very new Let's Play. I had to restart one because I lost all my files from my last game, or my last Let's Play. I lost them because they got corrupted, and they they were gone, so I couldn't. I lost everything, all my builds in that neighborhood, everything. I'm very disappointed, but keep on keeping on. And so I started just exploring other worlds to play in, and I came to one of my favorite ones, which is Sunlit Tides, purely because I think the world is just beautiful. It is such a nice world. They did such a great job at making it look really nice and tropical, and I love it. I like Isla Paradiso, but I love Sunlit Tides, my favorite world. So I decided, you know what, let's look. I was looking around in it, and I said, okay, I could do this. I can make another one. So I did, and because I wanted to make it a little bit interesting and have goals in mind while doing this Let's Play, I I created a challenge. I looked around on the internet. I didn't really see one that I liked, so that I wanted to do really for a Let's Play. So I created my own, and I called it the 3x3 challenge. And there's three parts that you focus on in it, and the main rule though is this challenge must go on for 3 generations with one of your Sims, which is my Sim here. I named her Phoenix. So with Phoenix, and then she has to have children. So she has to have 3 children. So when she has, I have to get to pick when she has her children. I get to pick which one I want to continue her generation. So what I did for her. So one of the main parts from this that I'm focusing on is the social. So these are a couple of the things, the rules that you have to focus on while working on her social part of the challenge. The Sim must have 3 children. Your Sim must meet 3 supernatural Sims. Your Sim must must throw 3 different kinds of parties throughout her life. So she can throw a gift giving party on Snowflake Day or a bonfire party at any time of the season, kind of things like that. Your Sim must have 3 best friends, 3 regular friends, and 3 enemies. I'm pretty excited about that for the enemies parts, especially. Another part of this challenge is the living situation. So your Sim must move houses 3 times or complete 3 major upgrades to the house, meaning that she can either buy her starter house, her middle house, and her final house where she's usually really well off, etc. But if you don't want to, you can complete 3 major upgrades to a house. So or you can do one starter house, buy a second house, and just do 2 upgrades, etc. There's different possibilities that you can do. Your Sim must get at least 3 promotions in their chosen career, but they're not limited to those 3 promotions. They can pass it by all means. It's just as long as they get 3 before they retire. Your Sim must have 3 pets, and only one of them can be a pet in a terrarium, like a snake or a rodent or a turtle. This would be kind of easy because your children really do enjoy. I always get my kids a snake or a turtle kind of thing. And the other, it doesn't have to be all 3 pets at one time. You can have them 3 pets throughout your Sim's life. And a couple of general rules is your Sim is supposed to master 3 skills before becoming an elder. So photography, handiness, etc. Your Sim must go on vacation 3 times to any of the neighborhoods. If you have a traveler's mod, which some people do have, it helps you travel. It lets you travel to any neighborhood, whether it's a downloaded one or a base one or any of them, with a couple of other little perks. And another rule is your Sim must collect 3 collectibles of each kind. So 3 kinds of flowers, 3 kinds of minerals, 3 kinds of bugs. And it's that can be easy or it can be hard depending on where you look or what you do. But throughout the world, they're all very scattered, so it's pretty good that way. But yeah, so there's one more rule which I'm going to explain when I go to her traits. And so yeah, so I'll just do a little brief introduction of her. So this is Phoenix Leto. She is a human. She's a young adult. You can make her an adult or an elder, but you can't make her an elder or a child, a toddler, etc., or a teenager. So yeah, this is her. She's human. I use a lot of custom content with like just things like this. Although her tattoos aren't custom content, which I'll kind of explain to where when I explain her lifetime wish and things like that. But yeah, so this is her, and for her clothing and stuff that I selected, I'm gonna put it at the end of this video, so it'll show all her outfits when the video is done. But yeah, so her personality, she oh, oh, my cat wants to come in. Of course, the door is closed and he wants to come in. Anyways, so so her personality. This is where one of the rules are applied. So you can you can have there's 5 traits, and you have to choose one good one. That's part of the rule. You have to have one good trait, one negative, not so great trait, and one has to be randomized. The way I did it was I randomized, and I I just kind of played with them a little bit. I made it very random. And so and then the other two are your choice, whether they're positive, negatives, helping with skill building, etc. So the ones that I chose for her are she's charismatic for her positive, she's friendly for the randomized one, and she is a kleptomaniac for the negative one. I've never had a sim as a kleptomaniac, so I think it would be really cool to do that. And the other one that I have is for her skill building. She's a photographer's eye. I was very interested in doing the photography skill and I started it with my last family, and she got to, I think, almost the top of the career in photography, and she was making good money off of it. I was enjoying it. She almost maxed the skill out before my files crashed. And the other one I chose was also a skill building, was virtuoso. I've never had that one either. I think it'd be kind of fun to see how far I can get with her playing a musical instrument. And for her lifetime wish, I chose her to be the fashion phenomenon. So she has to get to the level 10 of the fashion career, or the stylist career, my bad, that came with ambitions. So I'm going to do that one because I love customizing things. I was going to choose the home decorating thing, but I ended up just looking through lots in the neighborhood of Sunlit Tides, and I came across one of them, and it was the tattoo parlor slash styling place, and I just thought it looked really bland and boring. So I spruced it up. I made it look really cool, and you'll see it in later episode, probably the next one. And I just thought it was really fun, and I was like, okay, this is what I'll do. So I chose it. I preset it where, like, I'm not gonna have to go there and do it in one of the episodes. I've already have her as a hired there. She knows the 2 people that work there, etc. But yeah, so that's her personality. Her favorites. Her favorite food is sushi. Her favorite music is indie, and her favorite color is lilac. And this is what her voice sounds like. Oh, my cat is meowing at me. He wants my attention, of course. Little attention. Anyways, so also she's a Gemini. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, so that's Phoenix Leto, and I found she's really pretty. I really like how I have her. I'm obviously, because she's a fashion designer, I'm gonna have her change her traits. I mean, not her traits. Sorry, I'm gonna have her change her outfits quite often. But yeah, so I'm gonna cut to the in game, and I'll be able to show you her house and everything like that. Okay, so here's what the house that she lives in, and sorry. So here's the house that she lives in. It's just a small little starter home. I think it was like maybe 16,000. I think, I'm not for sure. Yeah, I didn't do any decorations. I haven't edited it. It's pretty basic, really. I will be working my way up when as she gets money to do things like that. I may start her with gardening. I don't know. Just I know it makes a lot of cool, it makes money, and I've maxed out gardening before on one of my Sims, and I thought it was a really fun thing to do. But and you make, like I said, a lot of money on it. I may do fishing. Fishing is can be really cool too, especially when I do my traveling. You can find really cool things when you do fishing. But yeah, so this is the her. It's pretty basic. I think the first thing I might buy her is a different TV. I don't know, or I might edit her bedroom to make it a little bit bigger. Just a single bed, dresser, pretty basic furnishings. Um, I'm gonna just start off by selling. She has one of the wish to travel to the future. I am exiting that one. I just recently bought Into the Future, and I'm not gonna lie, I haven't gone there. I've used some. I got it mostly for the furnishings of it. So there, and I got how much? I got about 800 or so dollars from it, 700 I believe. So yeah, and well, there's this guy here, and I'm gonna sell this because she's not going to university. I was thinking of including that in the challenge, but I don't know how I would have incorporated two or three. Oh, look at him just creeping in our house like that. Or she, I have no, yeah, she just creeping in the house. In a world like Sunlit Tides, walking around in a big llama suit, that would be just horrible with how hot it would be. Ugh, that, I would hate that. They do not pay her enough for that, to say the least. But yeah, so what have I? Okay, so what is her mood? She's in as usual. She's in a pretty good mood. She wants to earn 500 simoleons styling a sim. Okay, I have some stuff to say for her. She wants to send a text message to her boss. I'm thinking of doing the social networking skill as one of her skills because I've never leveled up that one up too, either. Sorry, and I just think it would be really cool. Um, she wants to learn the charisma school. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do. Oh shoot! Why did I do that? She wants to go to the bookstore. Okay, I can do that one. I'll get her a social networking book. Um, so yeah, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna head over to the bookstore and maybe I'll get her to meet somebody. Who she has met is she met I can't even see that Theo Mayo, and her boss is Tanya Tat. I'm not gonna pronounce that because I may butcher it. Oh, and she met the llama, Nicole Jordan. Okay, so I am gonna do. I can send her to the bookstore and get her to get one book. I know I'm gonna be using a library quite frequently because they have computers and stuff there. But like I said, I've been editing some stuff with this, within the world. So that's one place that I want to edit because I always find EA or Maxis or the people who created this game, some of the lots that weren't the community lots that weren't rabbit holes, they didn't do the best job at it. So I always like to go in and edit and add and whatnot. So yeah, so this is the basic introduction to my Let's Play. I'm gonna end it here just because I'm going to do some more recordings and stuff like that. Thanks for watching, guys. I will be posting all the rules in the description below, as well as all my social media links. I have a Facebook page, I have Twitter, I recently just got Instagram. There's not a whole lot on there just yet, but yeah, and Facebook. Oh, and I have a Tumblr as well, which I'll post the link in. I post different things to that. It's not super consistent like my Facebook page is, but yeah. So if thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. Bye now.